Good morning. And welcome to Unity of Palmyra, where centered in love, we embrace a positive path for spiritual living. We are an open and affirming community. We love you exactly as you are in all of your magnificent glory, and we're so happy that you have joined us this morning. This is Volunteer Appreciation Day. So, and then of course next week is Count Your Blessings Gratitude Day. So we have 2 whole weeks of being grateful for one another and appreciating one another and just loving up one another. So let's take a minute to just breathe. Just like breathing is not the most important thing in the world. And so we breathe together. We recognize that we are breathing in and breathing out the very dust that the stars and the planets are made of. We are breathing in and breathing out that divine, cosmic, incredible energy that connects us all, that enlivens us all, that energy that we call by so many names. And so we recognize that the breath connects us. That as we breathe together, we are sharing that energy together. We are sharing the air together. So whether you are in this room or watching us online, we are breathing together, connected by that golden web. And with every breath, we confirm that we are one. And so it's with this understanding that we enter into this time together, as always, with gratitude. As we say thank you for this time to come apart for a while to remember the truth of who we are. That we are spiritual beings having a very human experience. And we honor both of those states of being, denying neither and embracing both. And we say thank you for whatever space you are in as you hear these words. And finally, we say thank you for one another, for this beloved community so committed to making a difference in the world, to being the change that we wish to see. And so it is. Amen. Please stand. Together, may the light we now kindle inspire us to use our powers to heal and not to hurt, to help and not to hinder, to bless and not to curse, to serve you, Divine Spirit. And so it is. Let's sing about the song in our soul.
There is a song in my soul, it sings I am whole. Everywhere I go, it sings I am whole. There is a song in my soul, it sings I am whole. Everywhere I go, it sings I am whole. I am whole, I am whole, I am whole, I am whole. There is a song in my soul. It sings I am healed. I take a breath and know that I am healed. There is a song in my soul. It sings I am healed. I take a breath and know that I am healed. 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 There is a song in my soul. It sings I am loved. It whispers in my ear that I am loved. There is a song in my heart. It sings I am loved. It whispers in my ear that I am loved. 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 There is a song in my soul. It sings of my joy. It bubbles up from deep inside, pure sweet joy. There is a song in my soul. It sings of my joy. It bubbles up from deep inside, pure sweet joy. I am 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 joy. There is a song in my soul. It sings I am love. A beaming ray of spirit's light. I am love. There is a song in my soul that sings I am love. A beaming ray of spirit's light. I am love. 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 I am whole. I am healed. I am love. I am joy. I am peace. I am healed. I am love. I am joy. I am love. All is well. I am well.
That was beautiful. Let's share together in our vision. Centered in love, we embrace a positive path for spiritual living. And our mission statement, wherever we go, even bell ringing this weekend. Good job, bell ringers for Unity of Palmyra. We provide a welcoming community that inspires and encourages all who gather here through the teaching, sharing, and practice of universal spiritual principles. And one of the ways we practice is to honor wherever you are in your hugging journey. So if you want to hug, we will bring it on in. If you're more comfortable with the handshake, we will honor that. And if you want us to leave you completely alone, we totally understand. And we will respect whatever bubble you create about yourself. Have a great time.
I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting a message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Here we go. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting a message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting a message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I am getting a message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here.
So I shared an article with the council this week that I found on the Clergy Coaching Network, and it was really interesting because it said that an organization had done a survey of churches around our size with membership under 100 or around 100 and under, and they asked them, do you go to church because of what they believe, or do you go to church for community, and so it was a little bit of both, but the majority was, we go to church for community. So what we believe is important, but we go to church to be with the beloved community. And then I think it was either Rick or Jeff who said, yep, and this is why Hugs and Handshakes goes on and on and on. So we've decided not to limit hugs and handshakes. So just hug away. But when Jody starts banging on the drum, then yeah. So it was very sweet. It was a real confirmation about the power of belonging, and really belonging. So some announcements. Our prayer chaplains today are Linda Klein, who is in the room with us, and Lisa Bechtel, who is holding space downstairs with the kids. So how awesome is that? And Linda will be available over here after the service if anyone would like some one-on-one prayer. The Christmas Bazaar, we're taking stuff now. It's officially going to be open next week because more stuff is coming in this week, and we're going to set up more tables. But if you do want to take something, go ahead, just check we are going to put this year, we're going to do it a little bit differently. We are going to put suggested love offerings on stuff because people are donating some really nice stuff this year, and we would love to just blow this line item out of the water. It will be officially open next Sunday. We'll be adding more stuff this week, so just have some fun with it. The Opera Fudge sale is on until the 1st, so you can bring your orders in, or you could keep selling between now and the 1st. We had our first Reading the Bible Again for the First Time class last Thursday. It was awesome, and that it will be ongoing. We have 4 more weeks of that class. We do have so we have 2 things going on December 6th, and we'll talk more about this at the Hug meeting today, because this is also Hug meeting day. So the cookie bakers will be here all during the daytime, and I understand there will be Christmas movies and Christmas music played as the baking is going on. And then our annual Blue Christmas dinner and ceremony will be that night. So I think it'll be very sweet for us to come in and smell all the cookies that have been baked all day and find comfort in that. So if you want to help bake cookies, just talk to Holly, and we will put a sign up for the Blue Christmas dinner downstairs. It'll be out by next week, and that will be December 6th. Is there any, Tammy, do we have any updates on the bus trip?
The only update I have is we still have those 2 seats
Available.
open.
Okay.
Because of the couple that, one has to have surgery, so they can't go, so.
Okay. So
have
we
2
can
seats
spread
open.
the word to friends or family who might want
I
to?
don't, yeah,
Okay.
anybody.
Okay, all right. And then anything else we can talk in more, yes, Joanne? It's okay.
Next Sunday's the last day to hopefully bring in the angel tree gifts.
Oh, yes, and we still have 3 more tags on there? Okay, so the deadline's a little bit earlier this year for the angel tree gifts. We have to have everything in by next Sunday, and there are still 3 tags hanging out on the tree. So if anybody would like to snag one of those tags, that would be awesome. And like I said, we have a bunch more updates and stuff that we can talk about at the HUG meeting. So at this time, I would like to invite up the council. If our council would like to come forward, and you're not usually shy, so just come on down. So we usually take a Sunday after the annual meeting to induct the council officially, and since I was off for the 2 weeks after the annual meeting, we haven't done that yet, and we thought what better day than Volunteer Appreciation Day, since our council are all volunteers and they work so hard for this community and they give so generously of their time, talent, and treasure. So you all are familiar with the council covenant. It's posted. We'll sign it. We'll all sign it again at our November meeting. And so what we've done the last couple of years is we've turned the covenant into basically a commitment. It's a call and response. And so what I'm going to be reading is actually what's in the council covenant that they sign. And for those of you who are voting members, you're going to recognize this is similar to your membership covenant, but it's kicked up a notch, all right, for the council. So as I ask the questions, you simply respond, "We will," or "We do," or whatever you want to say. Because they are the council, so they can do, yeah. So, council, beloved council, do you commit your love and support to Unity of Palmyra and enthusiastically work towards fulfilling our vision of centered in love, we embrace a positive path for spiritual living? Do you understand and support Unity of Palmyra's mission to be a welcoming community that inspires and encourages all who gather here through the teaching, sharing, and practice of universal spiritual principles? Will you demonstrate and lead our fellow members and congregants in demonstrating our values of accepting, compassionate, open-minded, positive, and transformative? Will you, oh yeah, I guess that's kind of the answers in the question there. All right, good job, council. You dedicate your lives to be of maximum service to God and to those around us, to live in a manner that sets the highest example for others to follow, and to remain responsive to the guidance of Spirit. Okay, so now I'm going to read a whole bunch of stuff. Wait till I'm all done, and then you can say you will. This is all the stuff that they agree to. Will you demonstrate your commitment through active involvement in the life of Unity of Palmyra and living a spiritual principled lifestyle by, regularly attending Unity of Palmyra functions, attending a majority of Sunday celebrations every year, warmly greeting all who enter our doors, consistently and fully giving your time, talent, and treasure, being a magnet who attracts new members to our congregation, regularly acknowledging the loving service of staff and volunteers, which I will say they do a wonderful job of, ensuring continuous improvement and excellence by going direct with your communication and keeping your agreements, actively engaging in your spiritual growth by regularly attending classes and workshops offered at Unity of Palmyra, attending all council meetings, and enthusiastically participating in voluntary service. Awesome. Welcome to the council. So, I want to just share one more thing. A friend of mine shared this on his page this week, and he said he attributed it to Ernest Hemingway. I don't know if it was really Ernest Hemingway, but it really spoke to me, and I wanted to share it. It said, "In our darkest moments, we don't need solutions or advice. What we yearn for is simply human connection, a quiet presence, a gentle touch. These small gestures are the anchors that hold us steady when life feels like too much. Please don't try to fix me. Don't take on my pain or push away my shadows. Just sit beside me as I work through my own inner storms. Be the steady hand that I can reach for as I find my way. My pain is mine to carry, my battle's mine to face. But your presence reminds me I'm not alone in this vast, sometimes frightening world. It's a quiet reminder that I am worthy of love, even when I feel broken. So in those dark hours when I lose my way, will you just be here, not as a rescuer, but as a companion? Hold my hand until the dawn arrives, helping me to remember my strength. Your silent support is the most precious gift you can give. It's a love that helps me remember who I am, even when I forget." So last Tuesday, I was having a very dark day, and I was in absolute despair. And I reached out to the council, and I shared with them how I was feeling, that I just didn't know who I was anymore, or how I could just keep going. And they did this. They didn't tell me to buck up. They didn't tell me to think positively. They didn't try to fix me. Every single one of them wrote back independently and said, "We love you and we are here for you no matter what. No matter how you are feeling or what you are going through, we are here for you." That's who this group of people is. And that's who we all are for each other. I am just blessed to have a more intimate relationship with these 6 people and to be the benefit of their incredible love and maturity and compassion. And I want to thank you all for that. So welcome to the council. Let's thank them, you guys. So before they sit down, can we bless them with our unity blessing? Let's stand. All right, together. We love you. We bless you. We appreciate you. And we behold the Christ in each and every one of you. Yes, we do. Have a seat. All right, so as soon as Helene stops crying, I know you didn't. Yeah, I know. You know, they love surprising me, so every now and then I like to surprise them. So, would you like to read the daily word?
Prosperity. I release word. No prosperity.
I don't know. It's your electrons. That's what they always say to me.
No problem. Wait till if you will.
We always have to wait for him to point.
Prosperity. I release worry and know prosperity. Perhaps the greatest gift of a prosperity consciousness is freedom from worry. It is knowing that as a divine being, I can draw from my infinite storehouse of divine ideas and prosper myself in infinite ways. This awareness helps me keep the things of the world in proper perspective. Like anyone, I will know times of plenty and times of lack. Understanding my prosperity as a spiritual truth and not the quality or number of my belongings or the amount of money I have in the bank gives me agency to direct my life. I am prosperous. As I affirm this truth again and again, I grow richer in divine ideas, the building blocks of everything on earth. Therefore, I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat or what you will drink, or about your body, what you will wear. Is not life more than food, and the body more than clothing? Matthew chapter 6, verse 25.
I am home, my family is here. I feel loved by the ones I hold so dear. And when my family needs me, I promise to be there. And when I need my family, I'm lifted up in prayer.
And so this is the time of our service where we consciously enter into that attitude of prayer. We know in unity that every thought, every word, every action is a prayer. And so this time we bring that realization into full expression. And so if you're comfortable closing your eyes, let's take a moment to go within and to take whatever we are experiencing in the outer, deep within, to that place where all is well. Far underneath the waves and the turbulence and all the evidence that we may have that all is not well. And we dive deep and deeper yet until we touch that soul level. That soul level that does help us see through the eyes of principle, through the eyes of hope, through the eyes of healing. And so we extend that energy, that sense of peace to anyone in our community who is struggling right now. Whether you are in this room or you are joining us from home, we see you, we hear you, we love you, and we extend our grace, our compassion, our courage, and our comfort to you. Know that you truly are healed, whole, healthy, and loved. And then we extend that same sense of peace and love beyond these walls to our greater community, We send it out through that golden web, that beautiful metaphor for our connectedness, for our oneness. And then we send it throughout our state. We send it throughout our country and our world. We commit to being that change that we wish to see. And if you are experiencing a reason for joy or gratitude, we ask you to share that energy with us, to spread it out through that web, to see it sparkle, to see it shine, filling our hearts and our minds with your joy, your gratitude, your glee. For we know that when our troubles are shared, they are divided. And when our joy is shared, it is multiplied. And we are so very grateful for this community who understands both. And as always, we remember that together or apart, we are forever connected at the heart. And so it is. Namaste.
The God in me beholds the God in you. Namaste. The God in me beholds the God in you. Namaste. You are beautiful. You are whole. You are beautiful. You are whole.
Stars are shining in the darkness, all the heavens in their sight. Even though the sunlight hides them, they still are burning bright. Every star that beams above us has its place within the sky. Everyone is necessary. So it is with you and I. Now if you're scared, 'cause you're lonely, and you fear you've lost your way, make a choice to make a difference. You can start again today. Every time you see somebody who seems to have a better deal, count your blessings and remember, no comparison is real. Hold on to your dreams. Remember who you truly are. All the rest is an illusion, and you're something like a star. Leave the judgment to the judges. Let the actors play a part. Trust whatever makes you happy. Turn your life into an art. Even if you take some wrong turns, think you've wasted too much time, there's a glimmer deep inside you. Open up and let it shine. Ask a star what it's doing, and it says, I burn, I burn. So we reach for heaven. So we live and learn. Though we're dreaming in the darkness, there's still that steady light that calls us to remember we have stars within our sights. Hold on to your dreams. Remember who you truly are. All the rest is just illusion, and you're something like, you and I are something like, we're something like a star.
So when Kate sang that at her wonderful concert, she shared that she had submitted that in a songwriting contest, right? And won first place. No? Oh, not that one. So there was another song that she, but I just. Oh, okay. Well, it's lovely, and I just love it, and it was beautiful. And thank you again for that concert. It was just wonderful. Thank you, and happy birthday. Thank you. All right, so this is Volunteer Appreciation Day, and so the focus is on you. So if you have ever volunteered here, please stand. And that includes if you've ever donated anything, any food, or if you've ever helped with landscaping, or if you've ever fixed anything, or anything along those lines. If you've ever carried food downstairs. And I also want you to stand if you ever volunteered anywhere else, although you're all already standing. So look around and notice the heart of generosity in this room, right? And how important this community is to us and to our greater community, right? And how important what we believe and what we practice is to us and to our greater community. So you can have a seat. You're all amazing. So we have a gift for you that you'll get in a few minutes, but your other gift, given that we have a hug meeting today, is my talk is going to be short and sweet. It's okay, I know, you can applaud. I love you guys. So, yeah. So Jack Kornfield once observed, whether it is generosity with our time, our possessions, our money, or our love, the principles are the same. True generosity grows as our heart opens, grows along with the integrity and health of our inner life. Great generosity springs naturally out of a sense of health and wholeness of our being. And Dr. Roger Walsh, in his book, Essential Spirituality, and y'all know I love that book. I think we need to do that series again soon. It's been a while. And it's such a wonderful reminder of our practices and why it's so important that we do actually practice. It's not enough to just believe. We need to practice. So in that book, the final practice was about service. So he says that service is the supreme practice. He observes that service is in fact the result of all the previous practices. that those people who had a profound spiritual realization then devoted their lives to service. In his study of world history, the historian Arnold Toynbee, love that name, just Toynbee, observed that a cycle of withdrawal and return marked the lives of people who had contributed most to civilization. He asked, who are the greatest benefactors of the living generations of mankind? I should say Confucius and Lao Tzu, the Buddha, the prophets of Israel and Judah, Zoroaster, Jesus, Muhammad, and Socrates. In other words, we don't meditate, pray, study, contemplate, give, and worship just because it feels good. It's okay that it does. But we do so in order to wake up and to be of greater service. So Dr. Walsh says it this way: humanity's greatest and most effective friends do two things. They awaken and they share their awakening with the world. Now, I know sometimes we think, is what I'm offering enough? Is it worthy, right? Is my light bright enough, right, Kate? And so the interesting thing is that we do not need to be completely awake and enlightened before we begin to serve. It's both and. As soon as we begin to serve, we actually deepen our practice. Service in and of itself helps us to wake up. Remember that my definition of enlightenment is to lighten up and to wake up to what we're making up. So when we serve others, we have such an opportunity to wake up to what we're making up. We get to look at, why are we serving? Why are we helping? What's our motivation? What's the intention behind our service and our giving? The Buddhists actually, I love how methodical much of Buddhism is. They say that that we learn to give, we learn to be generous in 3 stages. So the first kind is called beggarly or tentative giving. And this is when we're giving out of guilt, we're giving out of obligation, we're giving because we're hoping to get something back in return. So it's called beggarly or tentative giving. When we're in that state, which is kind of the opposite of what you read about prosperity, right? We give the least of what we have. So we offer our gifts hesitantly. We're giving, but there's might always be a string attached or a fear in the giving. So then the next stage is called friendly or brotherly, sisterly giving. I added the sisterly part. So this is a shift, this is growth. So our hearts are open, we're giving gladly, we're giving willingly, we're connected to that sense of a deeper sense of prosperity, right? Because as we learned in all our prosperity classes, it's not about how much you have, it's about how grateful you are for what you do have. So we're connected to love. We are giving in joy. We are motivated by the well-being of others, right? And then there's the third type of giving, which is called noble or royal giving. And he says this, he says, with this level of giving, we cannot not give. We cannot not give any more than the sun cannot shine or flowers cannot bloom. Giving becomes our nature and our joy. He says this is naturally wanting to give the best of what is ours, to maximize the happiness of others. At this stage, serving others has become a spiritual practice, a privilege, and a joy. So we are giving with no strings attached. We are giving because we love to give, and we're giving the best of who we are. The other thing I think happens sometimes is we think we're not whole enough to give, right? Maybe what I'm giving isn't quite good enough. So how many of you are able to give more because of hardship that you have experienced in your life? How many of us are able to support others because of what we've learned through the rough times that we've gone through? My astrologer calls it being the wounded healer, right? And I think all of us have a little bit of that wounded healer. That it's our wounds that cracked our hearts wide open and that have allowed that love to reach out. Not in spite of what we've gone through, but because of what we've gone through. And so I encourage you to not doubt your gifts, to not doubt what it is that you have to give. The world needs what you have to give. You give so much here. Let's start giving more out there, knowing that we can always come back to this space, this wonderful safe space, to recharge, to rejuvenate, to hug, so that we can go back out there to a world that needs so much love right now. So I love this quote by Albert Schweitzer. It's one of those that I keep on my desk. The only ones among you who will be truly happy are those who have sought and found how to serve. When we get to share our gifts, when we get to serve one another, it just doesn't get any better than that. So thank you for everything that you give to this community. Thank you for your generosity. Thank you for your support. Thank you for just stepping up and pitching in and not waiting to be asked and just doing what needs to be done for one another. Amen? All right. Miss Janie, would you? I promised you it'd be short. She wasn't ready. You're welcome.
We can change the world one heart at a time. We can change the world one heart at a time. I see you, I know you, you're a part of me. We can change the world one heart at a time. Yes, we can change the world one heart at a time. I see you, I know you, you're a part of me. My heart is open to love. My heart is ready for love to you. You can change the world one heart at a time. You can change the world one heart at a time. I see you, I know you, you're a part of me. My heart is open to love. My heart is ready to love you. I can change the world one heart at a time. I can change the world one heart at a time. I see you, I know you, you're a part of me. My heart is open to love. My heart is ready to love you. We can change the world one heart at a time. We can change the world one heart at a time. Yes, we can change the world.
So let's take that into meditation. As we close our eyes and breathe in deeply, we drop into our heart space, into that very center of our being. Where compassion and love and courage and wisdom live and grow. Breathe into this space, this amazing space that is the truth of who you are. Feel your heart soften and warm and expand. And as you swim in that amazing energy, we connect the heart with the head. And we drop in a question. What change do I want to see in the world? What one thing do I want to change? And as we ask the question and hear the answer, we realize that the first heart that needs to be changed is ours. And as we do our work, as we practice, as we listen, as we give, as we share our gifts, We are becoming that change we wish to see. We are changing the world one heart at a time. And we begin with ourselves. This is how we make a difference. This is how we become the change. One heart, one soul at a time.
My heart is open to love. My heart is ready to love you. We can change the world one heart at a time. You can change the world one heart at a time. I can change the world.
Hillel was a Jewish sage, and he said this about service. He said, if I am not for myself, who will be? But if I am only for myself, what am I? And if not now, then when? So I promised you another gift. So our wonderful greeters are going to be passing a basket, and everybody please take a gift. And I'm sure many of you are familiar with the starfish story. You remember the starfish story? Little boy walking on the beach and a whole bunch of starfishes. I'm saying it's good. Had washed up on the beach, and so the little boy was throwing them back in the ocean one by one, and this older gentleman walked by and said, well, you're not really, what are you doing? You can't possibly throw all those starfishes back into the ocean. You're not really making a difference. And the little boy picked up the starfish and threw it in the ocean, and he said, I just made a difference to that one. Right? So you're being gifted with a card with that story on it and with a keychain that acknowledges you for being amazing, for all of your service and for all of you do, and for making a difference one starfish at a time. So this is also the time where we thank you for your giving, the giving of your time, your talent, and your treasure. We truly are so prosperous here, not just because we can pay our bills, but because we have enough to give to others, which is a joyous part of my job, is to give to others through this community, and because we give to one another so generously. So, thank you.
Well, lately I've been noticing how much I've been blessed with people to love and peace of mind and happiness. It makes me want to pass along this love I've received as a way of giving thanks for what's been given to me. I've got a strong heart. I've got a strong love, and I'm ready to use the gifts that I've been given to make this world a better place to live in. I used to have a lust for more that bordered on greed, till I looked around and saw that I have more than I need. I thought I had to have it all before I could share, till I realized what's mine to give has always been there. I've got a strong heart. I've got a strong love, and I'm ready to use the gifts that I've been given to make this world a better place to live in. I'm ready to use the gift that I've been given to make this world a better place to live in. Well, I may not make a difference that the whole world can see, but if I can show more kindness, that's what matters to me. I'm changing on the outside, lots of gray in my hair, but the difference on the inside is that I don't care. I'm losing my desire to be what I'm not, and I've got what I want because I want what I've got. I've got a strong heart. I've got a strong love, and I'm ready to use the gifts that I've been given to make this world a better place to live in. I'm ready to use the gifts that I've been given to make this world a better place to live in. I'm ready to use the gifts that I've been given to make this world a better place to live in.
All right, let's sing the kids in with This Little Light of Mine. You ready? Let's stand. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. All righty, what did you learn, guys? Gals, Gemma?
We learn about our feelings. So we watched a show called The Little Scribble, and he was tangled up with all the motions. And then they told us all the motions in color, and we draw a picture of all the colors. And the last dot was it turned into a rainbow with all of the of the feelings, and we read a book which was all about that.
Rainbow?
Uh-huh.
I love that. Don't you love that, grown-ups? Good job, teachers. Would anybody else like to share? You don't have to. It's lovely to see you. All right, how about if you guys stand up and we will bless you. Are you ready, grown-ups? All right, together We love you. We bless you. We appreciate you. And we behold the Christ in each and every one of you. Yes, we do. All right, go find your grown-ups. Teachers, make sure you get your volunteer gift. I know, serious cuteness overload. Okay, let's extinguish our candle. Together, we extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, united all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is. And wherever God is, all is well. Go forth this week and share your amazing gifts with the world. We can change the world one heart at a time. Amen? And please join us downstairs for fellowship and the hug meeting. Yay, hug meeting. Yepper. Miss
Oh, that's even better. Wow.